Okay, let me just focus. Hey y'all, it's your girl, Kiwi Ladies Kinks, and I'm back with a new video. This video is more so about a person understanding what their purpose is and just really like understanding like what that means when that happens. Being a human being, I think we understand that life is an abundant thing and there are just so many things that can get in the way and cloud your vision because of this experience that we have. And like being really honest about it, like I feel like the human experience is very crappy. It's crappy in the beginning, but once you start to get the hang of certain things, you start to see that a lot of it is just made off of your perception. All of this stuff lives here. It's not always what it looks like or what it may seem. I think that I've been blessed with just the gift of being around people who genuinely care for me and people who are just brutally honest and real enough to help me see that there are things that we all need to change. But with me and myself, me speaking for myself, I noticed that there were things that I really did need to work on too. And once I was able to do that, like I was able to just find my purpose. I couldn't find my purpose being surrounded by people. I found my purpose being isolated. And I think one of the things that I noticed that happened once I figured out what my purpose was that my life was just tested with so many trials and cycles. There were so many things that I was being tested on that I didn't even realize that I was being tested on until I actually either took a L or I handled something the right way. I think once I noticed that this was something that was constantly going to keep happening, it wasn't going to stop. Like cycles are never going to stop. You're always going to be like growing and seeing different things and perceiving things in a different way. Once I was able to see those things, I realized that it would make it easier for me to be able to move forward. In terms of understanding your purpose, I think it just go in different waves. Sometimes we reach a point in our lives where we're so sure about something and you live by it. It's like you eat, breathe, sleep, poop it. Like that's what it is. Like whatever that is, it becomes everything that is associated with you. And so like with me, like I was so sure about doing certain things a certain type of way or just doing a specific thing. I didn't realize that once I got to a certain point, I was fighting to be where I was. So like where I am right now, I fought so hard to be where I am right now years ago, to the point where I'm where I am right now and I'm still pushing to be somewhere else. And because I'm still pushing to be somewhere else, that is what allows these certain cycles to continue to occur. And they're not always the same cycle. Like a lot of the times it's different cycles, just in different eras of your life. And so with cycles come choices based off of the challenges that you're experiencing. So I call it the 3 C's. And these choices that you make will conjure up new challenges. So that comes with knowing what you want and like seeing yourself in a different space. Even though you fought and you had to take a series of steps to be in a certain place, like you notice like, okay, well, yeah, if I didn't do this, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now. If I chose this, I would probably be somewhere else. But with all of these things that are happening in these 3 C cycles, you have to do it with no regret. It might be a decision that you might regret later on in your life, but in that moment when you take that step, you better be completely confident about it. Nobody can tell you that what you try to do is not what you were supposed to do at that moment. When I think about that, I feel like everything that I did everything damn good. Like I don't even know how to say it. Okay, let me just back up real quick, y'all. So I know that there was a place that I wanted to be, right? For 5 years of my life, I sacrificed my freedom. I sacrificed my peace of mind. I sacrificed my sleep. I sacrificed everything that made me who I was for that one thing that I wanted in my life. And so when I got to the point where I had to make a decision on if I was going to continue to move forward with that, I realized that I couldn't go forward with it because I didn't feel comfortable with it. And so what I ended up doing was taking a detour that would allow me to be able to revert back to this place that I want to be. At first, it made me wonder, like, what if I become complacent or content with the detour that I decide to take? And I also had to look at it like, well, either way, it's a rewarding choice, a rewarding outcome. So I'm okay with that. And to be okay with that comes with the cycles. It comes with the 3 C's. So you have a choice, which conjures up a challenge, which starts a whole new cycle. And I'm doing it fearlessly. I'm doing it with open arms because I prayed for it. And I'm also starting to see like what I might have wanted for myself might not be what my purpose was. This is a thing that you kind of keep in mind with like with you learning what your purpose is. Like sometimes we just know, there is something in our spirit that constantly speaks to us and show us that whatever it is that we were saying that we were going to do is in us. That is what we're going to do. Now there are also times where that thing that you want to do, it might take a little bit longer for you to get there, but you got to be okay with that. You got to be open to knowing that some of the things, the most rewarding, the most honorable things in your life will take a longer time to get to. You got to be okay with that. You got to be like, okay, God, okay, universe, okay, whatever. Like, I hear you. I'm coming with this in open arms, and I want to be sure. Like, that being sure can be really tricky. And because of like us being our own person, like that can like make it very hard for us to be able to just entirely include God in. So what I say to most people when they ask like, am I sure about what I want to do with my life? I always tell them that I ask for permission first. If I wanted to be a part of a group of people that were doing positive things, or if I wanted to go into a career, or if I wanted to move into a house, or if I wanted to accept a job, or if I wanted to do anything of the sort, or make a decision on what I was going to do with my health or anything like that. Like if I was going to do that, then I knew that I had to ask for permission first. So what I do is, in my ways of like meditating or praying, I like to say, God, do I have your permission to do this? Is it okay for me to do this? It's so simple. Like, it's so simple. So me knowing that I'm including my foundation, the source, into what it is that I want to do or what I'm thinking about doing, me asking for that permission, I feel like I'm coming into this with open arms. I am including the source of life into this. You feel me? So moving forward, when you are confirmed or denied to do something, let's really talk about what happens when you're confirmed to do it. When you're confirmed to do something, you have been approved to do something, when you have been accepted to do something, it's okay to be happy about that. It's also okay and you are happy about it, and then things just start like making you question it. Because like when those challenges, those C's start, coming to you, you start to actually test your faith. And what happens is with these challenges, they're only here to be lessons to show you like how strong you actually are and where your heart is with this thing that you want to do. So me knowing that I asked for permission and I was granted that permission. I got the yes, the green light to do whatever it was. I know that there's going to be a challenge that comes in the way. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how detrimental it's going to be. I don't know how it's going to affect me. I don't know if it's going to be a lesson that I have to learn or somebody else might have to learn in that process. But no matter how big or how small the challenge is, I'm going to cling to my faith. I don't care what it is. It could be me wanting to be the president of the United States and everybody in my circle telling me that that's not what I need to do, or me being spiritually attacked while I'm trying to do this amazing thing. So I come with it with open arms, and I accept that there's going to be challenges, and I make choices to help this situation become resolved if it is a situation that occurs. Now, if I am denied, that's the part that a lot of people don't like to pay attention to. When you ask for permission to do something, or you don't ask for permission to do something, and you're denied, you get denied to do it. There's one or two things that happen. You try again, and you actually like acknowledge the reason why you might have been denied for it the first time. Because it's not always you not being able to do what it is. It's not that you're always not granted the permission. It just might be the time. You might not have grown to full capacity to be able to take on whatever that is that you might be thinking that you might want to do. So because you have not reached full capacity and you still need new challenges and new choices and new cycles that you need to help build you so you can be able to do whatever that is that you're asking for permission of or you was denied of, that is a part of it as well. That is also a part of you being able to align yourself with what your purpose is. So me knowing that comes with acceptance, that comes with maturity and growth, that is the reason why you continue to cling onto your faith throughout every single aspect of the journey, clinging onto your faith. So that's really the whole point of me saying, like, when you find your purpose, or when you think you found your purpose, or when you ask for permission for what your purpose is, or you think you figured it out and then you want permission to do whatever it is, or you failed and you got the word no, it's simply for you to be like, okay, one of two things. It's either not for me or I'm just not ready. Because a no is not always a no set in stone. I mean, most people know this. If you've been denied to get into your dream school, you know that you're going to have to do better or find a better way to sell yourself. I don't really want to say sell myself. Oh man, to pitch your argument of the reason why you are a perfect candidate for whatever position you're trying to go for. And that just comes with experience. That's really all I can say. I really want to encourage people to keep living. Like, I've been seeing so many people like reach a breaking point where they just give up. And I've been guilty of it too. I've been in a space where like I was just being attacked and I was just being put down, and I didn't like where I was going. I didn't like the way it was making me feel, but I knew that I wanted to get out of it, and I knew I wanted to be able to be reminded of what my purpose was again. Like, once I was able to acknowledge what my purpose was and accept it and realize, like, dude, yeah, you did all of this stuff, but you still got this to do. Like, you promised me that you were going to make that sacrifice to fulfill this assignment that I have for you. And I think that also comes with the purpose. Like, we have to understand, like, this purpose isn't always for us. It's an opportunity to serve. It's an opportunity to gift other people. You're going to reap the benefits of it, but it's a gift, not only for yourself. And knowing that it's not only for you, that makes it so holistic. It's hard to convince some people that they even have a purpose when they've been told so many times or have been shown in their lives so many times that they are not good enough, or that they are just meant to feel the wrath of failure. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case. I'm not God, but I come from God. So that's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, I'm not the source of life. I'm not. But I come from the source of life. And I hear the source of life in my life right now. Like, I feel that energy. I know God's voice. I know the universe's voice. And, you know, it's very mysterious during times where I can't really understand exactly what's being said to me. But once I receive it and I accept it and I embrace it and I cling to my faith with it, there's no way that I'm going to be able to like convince myself that that's not what's happening or that it's something else. So I leave y'all with this. When you think you figured out what your purpose is, when you figured out what you think your purpose is, include the source of life with that. Ask for permission to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. Don't think you stumbled on it. Don't say, oh, somebody came to me and blah, blah, blah. No, literally open your mouth and ask. I swear to God, if you ask, it's going to come to you. Like, and you are denied after you ask for this permission, you really feel that it's in your heart to do that. Do not feel discouraged. Do not feel defeated. If it's anything that is crossing your paths with that thing again, then I feel like you should give it a try again. But if you are denied because you have a different purpose, accept that and be okay with that. Just embrace it and carry that part with you. Don't carry the part that you was denied with you. Don't carry that. Because a lot of times we be carrying a lot of BS. I know everybody got their own baggage. I got my own baggage. You got your own baggage. But what I'm really trying to say is that, like, sometimes you just got to drop that shit, man. Shit get too heavy. You got other bags that you need to pick up. And these bags are not full of BS. Some of these bags are filled with blessings. You feel me? Not all of it is filled with BS. Some of it is filled with blessings. And then not all the blessings are going to be for you. Some of them are going to be for somebody else. y'all just take what I'm saying. Like I hope that like somebody is able to receive what it is that I'm saying right now, because I really feel like I'm speaking from my heart right now. And I should have wrote it down. You know, I had my phone and I didn't write none stuff down like I did with the last video. But just hit me out with that, and I really hope that y'all heard what I needed to say, that y'all received what this message was I was really trying to say, because I really feel like it was very important to me. So, all right, now y'all stay up. Y'all see I'm getting better with the sound stuff, right? Like it's getting better, you know. Like I've been trying. I really been trying, y'all, because ooh, this sound stuff ain't easy. Like look, said this summer I was gonna, you know, get back active with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm back outside, like. But nah, I'm gonna see y'all, and I really hope that y'all is able to see this message. So